Good morning, everybody. My name is Stephen Moore. I'm with Stephen Winter Associates. We're a sustainability firm. We do work with architects, we work with contractors, and in terms of driving the industry forward and integrating many of the technologies and the design ideas of the architects that I see out there. Two things I'm not very good at. One is podiums. I don't like to be trapped by podiums. And two is writing speeches. I don't tend to do those, but I did try this time. I even went through ChatGPT to run it through. Did I get all the bullet points? Did I do all the things? You gotta have 3 things. I kept coming back to the one thing. I'm a recovering architect, so I got to go jumping straight to the energy side of things. I used to be the pain in the ass. Most of the people on my design teams would be like, oh, him again. And yet, when I think about renewable energy, how are we going to get there? We have all of these policy issues we want. We have financial constraints that, try to hem us in. But I'm not a doom scroller. I tend to be like, all right, that seems to be a problem. How do we get around that problem? Ideas. Lots of the people in this room have been crafting ideas, delivering on ideas, and been out there. And the one that I kept coming back to was buildings as batteries. I forever have been trying to get buildings to drive those energy uses down farther and farther and farther. Got to the point where, as a practitioner, I became a Passive House certified consultant and would infuse those ideas, whether or not they chose to pursue that kind of level, to make that building work better and better and better, most of which didn't have anything to do with electrification, degasification, or whatever. Yet that envelope that we all inhabit to work better and better. And what I kept realizing was this buildings as batteries motif kept coming around to the idea that the more that building holds the energy that you're using to make it comfortable, cool, heat, whatever, it pays off perfectly. You combine that with some of the tech that we're integrating in these buildings, like batteries, DERs, using the VPPs to get out there. Now you have a revenue stream to be participating in the economy that the energy grid needs to have. When that building isn't using as much, it's fantastic, because now our grid conversations begin to have different financial models, right? Because now we're saying, instead of having to hit this mark, get those transmission lines to have that capacity, well, now we've constructed buildings, we're renovating buildings to be at that mark. That's a very big difference between, that delta and what you have to deliver. So, I don't need to yammer on. We're building specialists. We're going to hit those marks. Let's keep hitting those marks.